that we cannot exhaust. Papa lived a humble and simple life. Even when you look into the history of his family in Akigwi, how Papa Akos used to carry epui, the raw cotton, up to Iganga, to the Jinare. How he would weave Teso to look for school fees. How they would only have meat 3 times in a year, which is not the case today. When you look at the point when he was able to afford a short or a shirt for himself, you will appreciate so much about Papa Bishop Ilukor. That humble background shaped him all throughout his life. He loved to work with his own hands. That he taught all of us. I remember in the last moments I used to move with him every time I would come home. I remember when my brother Stephen Esabu and others were being ordained, also wrote him. I don't know whether Stephen is around. But Stephen is my brother and is the son to Papa and to Eruao. He called on them, showed his palms, and called one of them to come and touch it. He said, what you see and what you feel, they were rough. A person who is an agriculturalist will never have smooth hands like an officer. He told them, I know your clergy of today, but I want you to learn to work hard for yourselves. The church and the God that you serve may not have what is sufficient to look after all your needs, but you need to learn to work because the church has plenty of land. He also told them of an experience that he had when he was going for pastoral duty. I think somewhere in Odudui or Asamu, he was moving with a number of people in the car. He had a green net, and during the times of insurgency, government wouldn't tolerate that. Anyone would think that was supplying the rebels with all these essentials. So before they reached the checkpoint where those of Orugen were, everyone was worried for Bishop's life. He dedicated the situation to God and asked God to take care of everything. By the time they reached the checkpoint, the first thing he did was to honor the Rugen, the people. You know, it's the worker soldiers who are always at the checkpoint. The bosses stay away. Asked him, where is your boss? He humbly picked his net. Remember, he was on a pastoral duty and this net was to help him against mosquitoes. He picked it, walked with it, and handed over to the boss. And told him, I was on my way to pastoral duty, but I also thought about you in the bush as you ensure security for the people of Teso. I came along with this and I want to give it to you. They were cleared at no cost. When he came to the car, whoever was on the car couldn't believe that Bishop had come back alive. He told the audience then that in every situation, learn to trust and believe in God. He will always give you a way out. Papa was a peace lover. We've had difficulty in church. We've had difficulty in the political arena. We've had difficulty between the business community. We've had difficulty within the religious sects. The Muslims, the Catholics, the Anglicans, at some point, they wouldn't be united. but some of us are living testimony. When we were in Soroti, the Muslims, the Catholics, the Anglicans were one, united towards the common goal for the benefit of the people of Teso. Unity is what we must continue with as the Diocese of Teso. I am happy with what Papa Michael has done today. PAG, by extension, is part of us. We serve the same God, we have the same value. Atiaka. Papa was an aggressive and fierce man. He had all the courage to face whatever situation it was. When was here, he would tell you that this man had the courage to tell them, Agirido Olomtukinga, let's see how to work with government for the benefit of our people. Echweru said, Araiberamuda Epeni, a chamak like your mother Archbishop, but that was the courage he had. Nepelo muni apugana kopane into power. A few times, His Excellency had the benefit of attending the service in St. Peter's Cathedral. One of the things he told him, your government is responsible for the plight of the people of Teso. One thing I would want you to do is to cause restoration of the cattle. And indeed, subsequently over the years, you've seen government working towards restoration and compensation of the people of Teso. As a leader, you must wear that with you. I had ample time with Papa. I know the nitty-gritties with most of us. Dr. Kure, that time when he was an SDC member, he had issues with the late Hajimaro Kodel. But Papa, the way he is, Eduma Kiro, if it's evil, he is going to pour water to quench the evil. Otherwise, possibly we wouldn't be having Dr. Kure in his capacity and the benefit. Transfers, you should be willing. He one time shared with me a story of Papa Bishop Ilukor when he transferred him to Mora, where the Imorato. Internally within the diocese, transfers are for Papa to expose him to all the Christians and all the regions. It was for purpose. It was to prepare him for leadership. That time, Papa didn't make it. Papa Michael succeeded him, but subsequently, Papa Ruau and career growth for the church. No, Papa Inyiko Kisi, Aitosum, Iwokimulukai, the reverence. We have to build capacity now. Education was key to him. No, Papa would testify. No, Honorable Sam or Helen would testify. Level of the church leadership, we must garner more degrees and doctorates. The Julaglos Konakiro is no longer about the times of Papa Bishop Ilukor. But above all, we must thank, out of their sweat, out of their poor English, we're able to speak better English now. We represent their interests. Papa had humility. Papa had focus. One time he told me, as a teacher, he would summarize in a bullet form. Most of you will appreciate Papa was a man of summary. Even when he's preaching, it doesn't take long. While he was a student, the leadership of the university took an interest in him. When he was completing his studies, they wrote to Papa a letter. Please go back to Uganda and pick your family so that he will come and become a full-time lecturer in the university. That was the time he got a call from Teso, the Papa Maraka. His situation had worsened. So when he came, that was made impossible. Everything happened for the purpose and for the wish of God. He told me that possibly some of you would have been born and would be out of Uganda now. He had also wished to be born to a very powerful family, to a family of a minister. But there is a reason why God made all this happen that way. He looked small, but he's a big man. Peace When we had LRA insurgency, how can a retired bishop with his meager income struggle to collect potatoes, cassava, to go and support the Arrow boys? That is the heart. He was generous.